The Moon Lantern Fairy. A gentle fairy tale about courage, friendship, and light. In a quiet village by the edge of a silver forest lived a girl named Raina. She was brave but lonely, for her parents were travelers who often journeyed far across the mountains. Every night, Raina would climb onto her roof and watch the moon, whispering, "Please send me someone to talk to, just for tonight." One evening, when the moon shone brighter than usual, Raina noticed something unusual, a tiny lantern drifting in the sky like a floating star. It glided down slowly and stopped right above her hands. Inside the lantern, curled like a glowing blossom, was a tiny fairy with wings shimmering like moon dust. Her hair sparkled silver blue and her voice was soft as a lullaby. "Hello," the fairy said with a little bow. "I am Sorelle, the Moon Lantern Fairy. I guide lost light." Raina blinked in amazement. Did I call you?" Sorelle smiled. "You whispered to the moon. I heard you." Raina's heart fluttered with wonder. The fairy stepped out of her glowing lantern and landed gently on Raina's palm. "I came because your heart is filled with quiet courage, but also a small sadness." Raina nodded. "I just needed a friend." Sorelle lifted her lantern high. "Then tonight, you will have magic." She flew ahead, the lantern lighting a soft path through the forest. Raina followed, barefoot, the cool grass tickling her toes. As they walked deeper, fireflies gathered behind them like a sparkling tail. Trees leaned aside to make a passage, and petals fell from branches, even though no wind blew. Finally, they arrived at a secret clearing where thousands of tiny lanterns floated in the air like stars trapped in glass. It was breathtaking. "What is this place?" Raina whispered. Sorelle glowed brighter. "This is the Sky Garden, where all lost light comes to rest. Wishes, hopes, dreams, even lonely hearts." She touched one lantern, and it opened like a flower, releasing a memory, a little girl laughing with her parents. Raina's eyes softened. "These are yours," Sorelle said kindly. "Every time you missed someone, the moon kept your light safe here." Raina felt tears warm her cheeks, but Sorelle wiped them gently with a shimmer of magic. "You are not alone," the fairy whispered. "Your heart shines brighter than you think." The lanterns slowly circled Raina, wrapping her in soft, glowing comfort. It felt like a warm hug from every memory she ever cherished. But soon, night began to fade. Raina looked at Sorelle. "Will you leave when the sun rises?" Sorelle nodded sadly. "Moon fairies belong to the night, but remember, when you whisper to the moon, I will hear you. And whenever your heart glows with hope, I will return." The first ray of dawn touched the clearing. Sorelle blew a tiny kiss of light, and in a swirl of silver mist, she vanished inside her lantern, rising back into the sky like a drifting star. Raina smiled through her tears. She was no longer lonely, for she knew that somewhere in the night sky, a fairy carried her light and would always return when the moon called.